Yo, what's good, everyone? Let's say, as you can see, waiting for you guys to start coming in. Um, right now, you see, got Rachel here with me for today's episode, and I think we're gonna hopefully you will be having more episodes together and stuff. Of course, like how things are going with the baby right now. Um, that can keep you a little occupied right now, because with being tired and exhausted, like it's
We just moved.
yeah,
this week.
and we literally just moved too. So like it's a lot going on. As you can see, you've got our boxes still like in the background.
Don't judge our junk.
Yeah, so like it is what it is, man. But I'm gonna give you guys give about one more minute, and then we'll get going here. Yeah, hopefully you guys have been doing good. Hunter Jessman, like Hunter, boy Hunter, and Eliza. What?
Shocker, they were just here for dinner.
Oh, that's awesome.
We kicked them out for the show, and then they're coming back.
Nah, so they're coming. Yeah, they'll be back.
Little turds.
Yeah, no, gotta love them. Gotta love them. Oh man, but all right. All right, what's good, everyone? This is Jonathan Lacey, and we are back with another episode of the Laced Up Podcast. And today, I'm joined here with a very special guest. Babe, go
Hey,
on.
everybody.
Yeah, so as you can see, I have my wife here with us right now. I'm really excited to really dive into today's topic because we were talking about this yesterday on the way to one of the fairs this weekend, and
That we wouldn't recommend.
yeah.
Side note.
Yeah, I'm gonna just put it out there. If anyone is going to the Lancaster fair, don't do it. Save your money. But guys, this has been like a long process. Like the past 2 months have been really busy for us, haven't they, babe?
Yeah, we've been really busy between finding out that we have a baby on the way, to moving, to school starting, because we're both in the school system. So all the kids came back last week. On top of that, we moved during Labor Day or the week before. We were painting and cleaning. So between everything and all of the above, it's been really busy.
Yeah, it's been so busy. And like, of course, like as she was saying, for some of you guys that haven't been kept up lately and stuff, we do have a baby on the way.
Yay!
And yeah, like we're really excited for that right now. And it's the first grandkid on
both sides,
and it's the first great grand, so it's a lot of excitement that's going on right now. But let's jump into the show though, like what we're going to be talking about here today. So I asked the question last week here on Facebook if anyone knew about the red pill dating, and of course I didn't get any responses, and that's okay. I didn't want to go into depth of what the red pill dating philosophy was, because I wanted you guys to really tune in. And hey, Mom, I see you right there and stuff. But yeah, like I really want you guys to really tune in and see what this was all about. And I know automatically,
both perspectives.
Yeah. We're gonna give you both perspectives, and I know for a lot, people will really think of the red pill and the blue pill. They relate it back to the movie The Matrix, because obviously Neo has the choice of taking the red pill or the blue pill. So, of course, it's really.
So some of the history with that, like this red pill, blue pill started, we were reading, it started in 2010 when
Yep.
it had to do with dating and these terms. This is something that's totally new and something, like you said, we wanted to dive into and explore a little bit with a man's perspective and a woman's perspective.
Yeah. So like for the red pill, babe, like if you, because I know you were checking that out. Like what were some of the things that you came across that really, like, if you had to sum it up in a not too in depth, but just enough where it's like, oh, okay, like this is giving me a good descriptive of what this is.
So right away, the red pill that term, red pill dating, made me a little nervous. It seemed pretty aggressive, and it seemed, based on what I was reading, from a pretty aggressive men's group who believe that women are actually, like, I guess, that women aren't getting the short end of the stick. They don't believe in feminism. They don't believe that, like, men who are going after or are using the red pill dating style, they believe that women should be at home, they should be cleaning, having kids, and readily available for sex whenever a man wants.
Right. So it's almost like very traditional, sex, gender
Driven.
Yeah.
Man should be working, woman should be at home.
Right.
End of story. That's just how it is. And then the woman is just to adhere to whatever the man is saying.
Right. And of course, being here in 2021, we've made quite a bit of progress. And we were listening to an episode last night of like a podcast from a fitness influencer, Mike Rashid, who I highly, highly recommend. He's probably like one of the realest dudes out there that's actually giving you solid advice. But we're going to jump into that. But I know, so for some of the dangers of the red pill dating, like I have them written down right here. So they believe, that mostly every woman is the same, that the looks and your status matters as a man. I think all women will change their minds, basically saying like women.
Like a man doesn't have to.
Yeah, right. Like the woman may say, "Hey, I'm feeling this way right now. I think I really do. I love you with all my heart." And then 2 weeks later, they're like, "Oh man, like, I actually don't really love you," and like they're basically saying that all women are like this, but I don't think, like, everybody's different, and of course that's completely false. But then, like you said, moving on, it says your past experiences. They make the red pill thinkers very insecure, and to get the girl, you gotta treat her basically like trash to make her want you. And finally, you're using the women to give you that pleasure of what you want. So
like sexual pleasure.
Yeah, sexual pleasure, and like
and that's all they're good for.
And basically you're just looking at a woman literally as an object. And so then, like, the only two goods that I can really, like, the two pros that I can actually find in this, which is crazy to me, is one, as the male, it does this way of thinking, it focuses on you building yourself up far as to be independent and being a goal-driven guy, and it's helping, like, you build. I almost don't even want to use the word confidence, because I feel like it's building ego than it is more confidence,
which are totally different.
Right? Yeah.
Ego and confidence. A man with confidence is sexy. A man with ego is shady.
Yeah, and that's facts. Like, it's absolute facts. Like, I'm telling you, if you go and look at, let's say, like, oh my goodness, I want to give you guys a good description of who was like actually confident and who was ego. So for athletic terms, Kobe Bryant, he played with confidence all the time. Michael Jordan played with confidence all the time. But let's say like you take somebody like with ego. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of it like a egotistic athlete. Basically, just think of an athlete that thinks of themselves first, and they basically think they're higher and above anyone, and that's the difference between ego and confidence.
I have maybe one like, and I know you might not feel this way, but a lot of New Englanders feel that is it Cam Newton?
Yeah, Cam Newton.
Cam Newton is egotistic, and he's all about himself. A lot of people feel that way. Not everyone, but that might be an example.
And I'll say this too, like the Cam Newton that we saw coming into New England definitely was an egotistic guy. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But the Cam Newton that just got released not too long ago,
he got humble.
I think you're going to see whoever picks up Cam Newton next, it's going to be confident. He's going to be a confident dude, and I think he's going to come out hungry.
So circling around that and the confidence, I do believe that there are other ways to gain confidence than by building it solely by yourself.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And shout out to Times Changing Podcast.
Yeah, I would say my boys over at Times Changes Podcast. If you guys have not checked them out, please go and check them out. All right, because I'm telling you, those boys, they're
doing something over there.
I think they're underrated. I think they have the most underrated podcast out right now.
But so Times Changing Podcast, we actually linked up with them and we did an episode with them, and it was all about dating and our advice and kind of our story and where we came from and some dating advice that we had. But going along with that confidence, we had mentioned on that episode that you should not be dating if you don't know where you're going, if you don't have confidence in yourself, if you don't have your own goals, if you have no idea what's your next step, then you shouldn't be dating in the first place. You shouldn't be out there. You shouldn't put yourself out there because you're just going to hurt somebody else. You should know yourself what you're doing and where you're going and have those goals before you reach out to somebody else. Before you start dating, you should know who you are, and you should have that confidence prior to going into that dating field.
Facts. And that's honestly, that's the best way to put it, because I'm glad you said that, because the person's whose story I'm actually about to share, he was actually one of the first people that brought up the red pill dating. And so this fitness influencer named he's on YouTube. His name's Austin Dunham. This guy actually, he used to be really in love with this one girl that he was dating for like years, and then I don't know what happened, but something tragic. He didn't want to date basically anymore now, and he adopted this way of the red pill thinking. And the red pill thinking for him, like, he described it as not being naive to the world. And in that case, it's just talking about women. And so, of course, now this guy is going around basically just using women, and I know he's actually lost like quite a bit of his following just for the way he's, I wouldn't even say transformed, because transformed I feel like is used.
They used that on the blog. They said a transformation. That was part of what they were saying.
I feel like transformation is to something bigger. Like, if you want to, bigger and better. Like, if you want to talk about a bigger douche, like, then like that's how I would just say it, transformation. But I just feel like a lot of the guys that have taken on this whole idea of thinking is definitely from insecurity and past failed experiences.
Yeah, and I think everybody's different. I think everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I
For
think
sure.
all women are different, and I think we're all built differently. And we were talking as we were going up to Lancaster yesterday, just about how we were talking. Oh man, I lost. It's a pregnancy brain. Sorry, guys. That happens.
No, listen.
Um,
Yeah, because I know we were talking about like just like with the past experiences, like maybe like family history and
those types of way, like those, and how men look at women, and like you said, like as a sexual object, and how each woman is unique. Okay, sorry, got it. We were talking about how women's experiences and how men treat women now affect how their dating styles are, or their insecurities about dating and who they are and whether they want to represent themselves, and how some women have been mistreated, but so have men. Yep. So it goes both ways. It's not one-sided, it's not the other. And even if somebody wanted to take a more traditional route, and the man in that relationship goes to work and the woman stays at home and raises her kids, that's totally fine too.
Right.
But I think the way that this style of dating is going it's just more of an aggressive way. Like, I think it's male dominant, saying this is how it is, this is how we're doing it, whether you like it or not. I think they're just degrading women, and like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, and I feel like this too though, because and another thing, like with going back to Austin, unfortunately, like his family, because they asked him, one of his boys asked him like, hey, no, what do you feel? Do you think you were going to get married when you get older? And he said, I don't see myself getting married, because he was basing this off of statistics saying that, look at this divorce rate, it's extremely high. I think it's in the 80s. It's up there. Like, divorce rates are up there, very high. But he was also saying that, both his parents were divorced, and basically, like, to me, just from viewing that, I could feel there was hurt there that he was trying to cover up, because of going back to the whole red pill philosophy, that you want this masculinity where you can wear your emotions on your sleeves because it'll make you look quote unquote weak. But in all reality, in my opinion, I believe that it takes a man to actually, just describe what they are actually feeling and how they feel about any particular situation, because so many people, like even now, like I look at a lot of like teenage boys, they be called a punk or or something even worse, because like they deep down inside they feel a certain way about something going on personally in their life, but if they show that type of weakness, they're going to be viewed as as weak, worthless, or whatever type of labels that society wants to put on them.
To follow up on that, find a woman that's going to support you in that. Find that girl that's going to be with you through thick and thin, who's going to have your back when you're down, who's going to help pick you up, because that's what a real relationship and companionship is. It's not I got it, it's we got it, we're a team, we can do this. If one person is down, the other one can carry the weight for a little while. It's something that we firmly believe. It's something that we know. Every decision we make is a team decision. We don't always agree. We fight sometimes, but you know what? At the end of the day, there's no argument, there's no hate, there's no hot-headedness. You need to find somebody who's going to support you, your decisions, your dreams, your goals. And if it's all about you, then why are you in a relationship?
Right. And And I'm glad you said this. So I want to give you guys a personal story of mine as well. So it was before I met you. Ashley went to one of the, he wasn't like a counselor or anything, but I guess he was like one of the shepherds at Liberty, and it was it's actually Nicholas Curry. If you ever listen to this, I appreciate you. Like for just being there for me, and like this, and it opened up my eyes. So he told me, say, hey, he said, write 5 things down that you want in a woman. And so I wrote 5 things down, and he was like, all right. He said, does this describe you? And I said, yeah. And he said, you're literally in love with yourself.
Wow.
You're literally in love with yourself. He said,
wow.
He literally said, he said, why do you want the same person why do you want the same you? Like, you don't want somebody that is just like you. You want somebody
and we're totally
that's
opposite.
different. Yeah, we are. Like, we're totally opposite. And stuff. And when he said that, I was just like, dang, man, like, he really opened up my eyes. And it made me think of like, hey, I really need to do some reevaluating and go back to the drawing board because I've been looking for somebody that's like me, but I don't need that. I don't need that and stuff. So, and like, oh man, it was just crazy of how he opened up my eyes though to see that. And I think that's where a lot of guys, we kind of get caught up in the whole retrospect of like the blue pill people are usually like the underdogs type. Like, so basically they're like if we had to compare them to TV shows, they're the Steve Urkels of the world. They're the the Rons on Kim Possible.
Oh my gosh.
Like, basically all these guys.
What's the kid in That's So Raven that loved? What's his name?
It wasn't
that curly headed kid.
I know you talk. Oh my god.
Or was it Tamika and Corey or Topeka or whatever?
And Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
Like the Corey. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the Corys. So like literally, it's like all these guys that are going out of their way to like get this. They're trying to make a girl like them. But
which has its cons too.
Right.
Because you should be able to be yourself.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, like blue pill is just, I feel like, just as toxic. Blue pill, they're
extremes. They're one extreme versus the other extreme, and they both have positive things, but they both have a lot of negatives.
And I feel like the blue pillars are the people that are like on the like the hamster wheel, basically.
Constantly chasing after that girl, doing whatever they want, buying anything that they want, and that girl's never gonna pay them.
Yeah, it's never gonna pay them the time of day.
We just watched a movie that it had to do with the 3 guys that had the babies at the same time.
My baby's daddy.
My baby's daddy.
My baby's daddy.
And
yeah.
What's that? He was chasing after that girl all those years.
Yep, and she wasn't interested at all in this dude. All she
wanted was his money.
Yeah, she just wanted his money because he knew he was a smart dude and that he was gonna make lots of money. Yep, and then he cared. But of course, like, to a girl like that, some guys, that's when you got to come to the realization though. So a lot of guys have to realize that, hey, be real with yourselves. Be real with yourselves. If you feel like you're having to really go out of your way, and I mean like more than usual, like if you're putting in a lot of effort and buying, like if you're buying things like jewelry, like expensive dinners or whatever, and this girl is not even interested in you,
give up.
Just stop.
For your own sake.
Just stop. Yeah, like stop for your own sake. Because literally,
You're worth more than that.
Yeah, man. Like have some respect for yourself.
And that goes for women too. If you're going out of your way, you're dressing up for this guy, you're meeting him anywhere, you're answering his phone calls, whether it be 8 p.m., 10 p.m., 12 p.m., 2 a.m. If that's all he's interested in, leave it alone. Just let it go. She's obviously not worth your time because you yourself, you're worth more than that.
And you're going to find out how much you mean to somebody once you stop reaching out to them first. You'll find that out very quickly.
True colors come out.
Yeah. So like
Don't you want somebody who's going to care about you on both sides? Don't you want that person to reach out? Don't you want that person to check in, see if you're okay? Oh, how are you doing? Did you make it home all right? On, again, both sides.
Like, and it's literally is all going back to it that you have to be real with yourself as a man, as a woman, and you can't sit there and lower your standards for someone that you know is A, not either going to be good for you, or B, that they're not interested in you. Mm-hmm. Like, and that's the scary thing. Like, I think A is scarier than B because you have some people that are interested in you that I don't know if they're actually interested or they're lonely, but they are toxic, but yet they'll give you what you want, and you'll be so naive where you can't see through the BS, because I've seen that on both sides, from a male perspective and a female's perspective, and it's a scary thing to see because a lot of people will just sell themselves out and just waste so much time on a boy or a girl that doesn't even want to have anything to do with them.
I was telling you yesterday, we were talking about this, and I said, I really want a purple pill. I need something in between. I need a blue and a red pill kind of mixed together, because I truly believe that that's what our relationship is. I believe that you have the opportunity to be masculine and manly, and Jonathan does work out. He works out every single day, and he looks really good. He's just actually recently lost 25 pounds, so shout out to him for really working hard and doing his thing over there. Unfortunately, before the baby, I had lost 60 pounds, and now this baby's kicking my butt, so I'll get back on that train after.
Yeah, I would say, that's good weight. That's good weight, all right?
But you know what? We both care about our health and our fitness and where we are, and we both work full-time jobs. Currently, we just, as you can see, moved into this apartment, but we're both in it together. We both support each other in what we're doing. I support his masculinity. He supports my femininity. I think I said that right. And you know what? I would love to be a stay-at-home mom, but I don't think that that's necessarily financially an option at the moment. We're teachers. We do it for the kids and not for the money.
Yeah.
So
Real talk.
I think that if you could have it, I mean, you have to find what's going to work for you and what's right in your relationship and your dynamic. We find that things work best when we're working as a team. And you can tell as soon as we're not working as a team, you can see that ship. You can see it sinking. But when we're both blowing in our sails, I mean, both of us have more energy, we're happier, our attitudes are positive. And you can recognize though, it's evident to see, I believe.
Yeah, and it's facts. And like real quick, because I'm using Anchor right now to record a podcast, and I'm about to reach the max limit, but I'm going to take a quick break real quick, and I'm going to come right back with recording for this. So I'll be right back. All right, and we're back just like that. But yeah, like kind of just like picking back on what you were saying though, marriage
is hard.
Yeah, like it's hard. Like we just recently hit 2 years, and I think it was
you learned a lot.
Yeah, and but that's what they said though. Everybody that we have talked to has said that you learn so much, like in your first 2 years of marriage. You learn a lot, and I feel like literally, I can speak for me, and I know like you said it yourself as well. Like we were talking about yesterday. I can just tell that my whole dynamic and my way of thinking and the way that I carry myself, like even my work ethic now, it has reached a new standard. And one, like I want to give the credit to God, because real talk, the first baby that we had, that was a miscarriage. God used that child to put a drive into me that I never knew that I had. Like literally, I think over the summer I was doing 3 or 4 different
side things.
Yeah, side things and stuff. Like literally, like I've been busting my butt and stuff because like I don't want to fail you. I don't want to fail the baby. I don't want to fail.
And guess what? I support him in everything that he does and how he does it. And again, we are a team.
Right. And that's the thing, like, and I think that's what has helped this just gel and mesh so well together. And like I really do appreciate you, like for just being there and literally just supporting me, because like I know like it was just like a hot mess at one point in time and stuff, but like I think I had to go through really like all the BS to get to the Febreze to get to the like I had to go through all that just to get to that Febreze, that Tide Bounty smell and stuff, because like it's definitely something that has, I feel like as a man and to be a father, it's definitely impacted my life, and I definitely positive way and stuff. So like I appreciate you, I really do and stuff. But
see, that's love. That's love right there. Because you know what, those hard times, they are super hard and they really suck while you're going through them. But the reason I keep saying support one another, and again that we're a team, because those days that you're not a team, that you're playing one-on-one and you're going at it, I mean, you need to know at the end of the day you're still on the same team. And again, I believe in that. That's something that I hold on to big time. And I know when those hard days come, and vice versa, we will have each other's back, and I don't doubt that.
Yeah, and that's real rap. That's real rap.
And that's who you need to find.
and I want to say, like, for like going back to what I was saying earlier about the like the whole like Mike Rashid episode that we were listening to yesterday.
Like, I was getting mad.
Like yeah, like and I'll let you give like tell it, because I'm gonna just describe like basically. And I don't know if any of you people out there have listened to the guys over at Fresh and Fit podcast or not, but these dudes are definitely wild right now. Because like I think like right now, I think they're recording like on Mondays is it Money Monday,
Womanizer Wednesday,
literally Womanizer Wednesday, and so on Mike Rashid's thing, like he on his podcast, he was just like literally. He said Womanizer Wednesday, and like he just said it kind of like that. And he was like, doesn't that sound kind of like just like a dirty name,
degrading,
like degrading, man. Yeah. Like he said, literally, doesn't that sound kind of degrading, man? And like the guys just kind of giggled and stuff, and like you know, it's just like, I don't know, like these dudes are like 30s, like they gotta be like 30 plus years old or whatever and stuff. But like, it's
just looking to bang girls. That's it.
Literally,
that's all they care. Oh, and circling that, like, part of when we were watching it, like I said, it was horrifying to listen to the perspective of these men. But I think circling back where we were talking about experiences and why they act the way they do, I think that there is hurt, and I think we were talking about an on and off switch, and I believe that red pill dating is driven by sexual desires alone, and that
no doubt.
Like, they turn off their humanity, they turn on their sex drive, and that's all they care about. So when they see a woman, the first thing that they think is sexual pleasure. And they don't care about the relationship, they don't care about what it is. They look good, they feel good, they're confident, quote unquote egotistic, and they go after the girl to get the physical pleasure at the end, and that's it. And there's no connection, there's no relationship, and they just see how many girls they can.
It's literally like, I've said this to a numerous amount of people, and 2021 and like the 21st century, dating is viewed as a hobby. I feel like now it's literally viewed as a hobby because so many people, they just like, literally, you see one minute they're dating Sean right here, and then they'll go date Jordan, and like if I don't know, like in between somewhere, like they had just, Sean and her just broken up for.
And she's sleeping with Brad on the side.
And she's sleeping with Brad on the side. So.
And vice versa, that could be a man.
Oh, absolutely.
With Brittany.
Absolutely.
Suzanne.
Absolutely.
Carol.
Absolutely. And that,
these names are wild.
Like literally, yeah, like Susan. No, but but you get what I'm saying though, peeps. Like, this is literally.
And then you wonder why the divorce rates are so high, people.
Yeah, like you literally, it's the thing with all of this, like the Fresh and Fit podcast. It was crazy to me because these dudes literally said, we go and get girls to bring back to the podcast and say, hey, let me like basically they asked them these certain questions, and
it's like a questionnaire whether or not they're thought enough to get on the show.
Yeah, like if they don't agree with them, they're not gonna bring them on.
Okay.
So obviously that right there,
that's some shady
so
stuff.
many red flags just alone in right
red
there.
Flag, red pill.
Yeah, red flag, red pill. Seriously, like and I'm telling you, this is crazy because I've seen like one of the dudes on there. I think his name's Myron, I believe. This dude will kick girls off the show if they do not agree with him. If so, like the girls might get brought on.
And that's part of the red pill right there.
And that right there, yeah, literally kicking them to the curb because you can't have a grown man conversation without somebody disagreeing with you. Like, I just.
How are you supposed to grow?
Right. And like, I've seen so many things, like, because I've seen, I think it was like just clips and stuff like from, I guess like Mike Rashid, like posting on his Instagram story of like people like just kicking girls off, and it's just absolutely insane to me. And of course, when Mike Rashid went on to their platform, Mike Rashid's probably, I think, 44, 45 years old and stuff, but like the dude, he doesn't look a day over 30, and so like he takes good care of himself. But this, to me, seeing all of the like he was on there with, I guess, who was it? I don't know. I think he said there was like 6 or 8 other girls and stuff. But like when he said that, he almost sounded kind of, I don't know, like uncomfortable about it and stuff. Like just, I don't know, like kind of just like, all right, this is weird. But he basically was sitting there saying things that, quote unquote, the modern day term simps would say. basically saying like treat women with respect, and basically doing like the little things, holding open the door, um, just I don't know, just being a gentleman, doing things like that. And so many people their followers, because they do live videos like this, and a lot of their followers were saying, "Oh, Mike Rashid's a simp. Mike Rashid's a simp," and all that, and so of course, 2 months later, whatever, Mike Rashid did another podcast with a guy named 19 Keys, and 19 Keys is another dude. He's like 27, whatever, young dude, but has the mind of a 65-year-old man. Like he's really wise, but this dude, like they were on there talking, and basically Mike was telling him about his experience being on there about the red pill and blue pill, and 19 Keys didn't even know about the red pill, blue pill in the dating space. And so Mike Rashid just told him, like, literally, it's just degrading women to get one thing, to get what they want, and then kicking them to the curb at the end of the day. And so literally, like, it's just all false knowledge. And I want to respect Mike Rashid for holding his own, though, while being on that platform, because he was some of the comments that people were saying to this dude, they wouldn't say it to his face. They're not stupid and stuff. They feel comfortable behind a keyboard. But yeah, like I really feel for that though, man. And so also, side note, if you probably be getting ready to hear our dogs go crazy, because I had some people that just pulled up.
Like my sister and her boyfriend.
Yeah, sister and boyfriend. So, it's all good. But yeah, like I really hope for any man out here that may be questioning anything far as with dating or just trying to quote unquote crack the code with women, because I feel like that's what it's literally said in the red pill thing. Like what is it? Said something about a key or whatever.
Yeah,
I can't remember, but like basically
Think Like a Man or Think Like a Woman. That book is gonna come out. That movie, Think Like a
Oh
Man.
yeah, right. And like
that's a good movie for those of you who have not seen it.
Yeah. So like, so yeah, I just like, I encourage though, like all of you guys though, to really, just go out and just do like you're supposed to though. And don't go about dating as a hobby, or I don't know, something that you I feel like a lot of people feel like they have to date.
Because they're lonely.
Yeah. Like a lot of people feel like they have to date, and it's just, I don't know, it's like, it's a lonely, I think that's even more lonelier than just
dating someone just to be with somebody
Yeah.
and you don't like them.
Yeah, like it's miserable. You're doing more harm to yourself than anything.
Work on yourself. Grow yourself.
And-
Go to the gym.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. Like that's like one of the few.
It's okay to be single.
Yeah, that's one of the few pros of being in the red pill thinking and stuff. So
Yeah, it is a pro because you get to work on you, and that's great. As men, you should work on yourselves. You should know what you want. You should have goals. You should, if you are going to bring somebody in your life, okay, this is the traditional side. If you're gonna work hard and you're gonna be the man of the house, then you should have a plan. You should know where you're going. You should have confidence in what you're doing. To bring somebody in, you should be able to hold your own. And that's a pro. That's a pro of the red pill. That's a great thing to have. That's a great piece of it. But that is one single piece of this interesting thing.
yeah, fact. And so and
women should know what they want too.
Right, and I want to going forward. I mean, I kind of want to keep going with this. Like maybe do like like a series or something with this, and kind of
or even continue talking about dating or dating advice. And
yeah, like, and maybe like, because I feel like for us to know, like
our
with marriage and stuff,
relationships are big.
and a lot of the people, I don't even know how we even met neither. And
I guess that'll have to come.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll give you our story as well and stuff. But you know, I really do appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I just want to say, make sure you're following the Laced Up Podcast on Instagram, and make sure you're subscribed on YouTube if you haven't already. And so, because like this will be uploaded onto YouTube, and you can see I got Laced Up Podcast shirt right
Shout
here.
Out to Chloe.
Chloe and Liv Langevin. like these two really hooked us up, man. But like, if you guys are interested in one of these shirts, you know, let me know, and we'll definitely try to get you guys some, because I'm trying to really, you know, I want you guys to be a part of this. Like, you guys, like, without you, none of this is possible. So like, I appreciate all of you guys for really tuning in and listening. So but without further ado, this has been another episode of the Laced Up Podcast. Love you guys. Peace. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Like, it means a lot. And once again, check out your boy. It's up with the merch, all right? Say, baby, got anything you want to say before heading out?
I had a fun time.
Yeah, all right.
Can't wait to do it again.
So, yeah, we will be back together, all right? So I'll see you guys.